From the Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert Stacia Knight.
Well, the southern parts of Florida today have been dealing with areas of tornado warnings and very heavy rainfall as the outer bands have been moving in from Hurricane Ian. Tonight, still a Category 3 hurricane. It's been that way since early this morning. Category 3 is considered a major hurricane. You're talking winds sustained at 120 miles per hour. We'll see intensification during the overnight hours, potentially getting this storm up to a Category 4 hurricane before landfall on the western side of Florida. Now, landfall is expected to be somewhere around Sarasota down to Fort Myers, just south of Tampa, but it's expected to dump a ton of rain on Florida. Storm surge could get really high, 9 to 12 feet of storm surge, and then the winds expected to get up to, like I mentioned, around 130. We've had hourly updates from the National Hurricane Center since 11 o'clock this morning. And since then, our winds have been sustained at 115 until about 1 p.m. Got a boost up to 120, and this is sustained winds, and it has stayed there pretty much since 2 o'clock this afternoon, or I should say 1 o'clock our time, 2 o'clock Eastern time. But tonight, the pressure has been dropping in the last couple of hourly updates, so that is a sign that intensification is occurring, and those winds could get up to 130 by 7 a.m., making it a Category 4 hurricane coming on shore here tomorrow, possibly late morning, early afternoon around Sarasota to Port Charlotte, maybe even down to Port Myers. As it comes on to the landfall, or we're expecting landfall as it comes over, land is going to slow down, dump a ton of water. Here it's in Orlando at 7 a.m. Thursday morning, still with tropical storm force winds, and then continues back over into the Atlantic Ocean and swings up to the north into the Carolinas. It could bring severe weather to the Carolinas along with heavy rainfall, but we're really watching again the impacts as it's still a major hurricane expected to make landfall tomorrow on the western coastline of Florida. Another quick look here at where the bullseye of hurricane force winds could be. Sarasota to Port Charlotte, Cape Coral, you have Sanibel Island down there, so high probability again of those hurricane force winds coming in. 12 to 15 feet of storm surge, 15 feet on the high side, more likely I'd say 9 to 12 in some of these areas. Sanibel Island up to Cape Coral, Port Charlotte. Now it's looking like it's mostly from south of Tampa down to Fort Myers for at least the highest storm surge, and rainfall amounts could be anywhere from a foot to almost 2 feet of rain. So it's going to be a long haul for those guys here over the next 24 hours or so. Tonight at home, temperatures will be dropping into the low 50s. We have beautiful weather. Tomorrow afternoon, mid to upper 80s, full-on sunshine tomorrow. And then on Thursday, just a bit cooler in the afternoons, upper 70s to low 80s. We're kicking off the Tulsa State Fair on Thursday, and beautiful fall-like weather for day number 1 of 11 days of awesome. At noon on Thursday, 76, nice and sunny, 83 then at 4 o'clock Thursday afternoon, a little warm on the midway, 69 by 8 p.m. If you're going to be spending evenings into the early nighttime hours at the fair, I would grab a light jacket because temperatures will drop pretty quickly during the evening with dry air in place. And our 3-day forecast for the first 3 days of the fair, 86 on Friday, warmer, few clouds out there. But on Saturday, we're still in the upper 80s for afternoon highs. We're dry. We'll have a northeast breeze, but lots of sunshine. So there's not too much happening when it comes to our state fair forecast. A quick outlook here of the days that maybe you should have a heads up for the weather would be in the middle of next week for a very slight chance of showers showing up on Wednesday. Until then, it's a very dry forecast. It's 73 tonight. Winds are out of the southeast at 7 miles per hour. Our 9-day planner, we need rain so bad, and we do not have a lot of it on the 9-day. In fact, all we have is a measly 10% chance next week, and that's showing up on Wednesday. So you're still going to have to water, and it's just not good when it comes to the rain. Temperature-wise, it's great. Rainfall-wise, it's awful.